Well, what a beautiful morning. It's such a lovely day to be out. And in this nice, soft, sandy ground. Makes a change from all the pasture I've been digging up. And I found a couple of nice things already. I'd forgotten my speaker. Well, I haven't. I've forgotten the lead that splits my headphones to my speaker. And it's a nightmare if you watch one of my last videos, just having it. So I'm gonna give a number to each hole that I dig. This one, for example, was a number 3, 1 being the lowest tone, 5 being the highest tone. That will give me something to go on when I dub the sounds in later, which I might do from now on, quite honestly, because it makes it a lot easier. I found a little Roman coin, not in very good condition. A lovely little buckle, now that's quite early. A sort of belt mount of sorts. And then this, I have no idea what that is. It's sort of got some rippling on it. Gosh, there are ants, flying ants everywhere. But that might clean up. As you probably know, I don't carry a girly spritzer with me, I'm afraid, so I can't do that psh, psh, psh on the field. I clean everything up when I get home. And then this. Now this is rather exciting. It's a 3, but my God, it gave a loud sound. I thought it was a tin can. It was really quite deep as well. It's not a tin can. I then thought it must be something rather modern machinery, farm machinery-ish, but it's not, because I can see the little indentation there where a pin would have gone. So it's a little silvered annular brooch, or penannular brooch. I can't remember what the difference is. But anyway, that's what it is. It's lovely. Again, it needs to be cleaned up really. I don't want to rub it too much. But wow. I'll try and show you what I mean. It's that section there, the indentation. What a lovely start. I always say that. Well, I never. That's a dinghy 4. High. I mean, that could be a crotal bell or a Cistercius. It's not. It's a sunbathing hammered coin, and it's a big one. Wow-wee. Right, it's got a shield on one side. Not one I recognise, I must say, and gosh, all sorts of things going on the other side. Now, I think, because I think I've found one of these before, I think this is a foreign one. I don't know which one it is. It's probably Charles the Bold or someone like that. I just don't know. Just can't make out any of that. But it just doesn't look English, does it? I keep saying that, got it wrong last time. But, whoa! That's an absolute belter. I wasn't even coming to this part of the field today. But gosh, I'm glad I did. Hi there, and welcome to headquarters. You may have seen this on my other channel when I've just done a video on coin cleaning. I bought this off Amazon. I had no idea it was going to be so big, but it's jolly handy. It's absolutely huge, and look at this. I think it's used in nail salons, so if the worst comes to the worst, then I can re-career and become a nail stylist or whatever they call themselves. Anyway, it is big, but it's jolly handy. I mean, if you've got the space for one of these, I wouldn't put you off. and you can just sort of do that to get it out of the way. Anyway, enough of that. I was right. For once, I was right. It's a double petard of Charles the Bold, who was one of the Dukes of Burgundy. I know about the Dukes of Burgundy because, believe it or not, we had to study them at school. English history, where I went to school, was not particularly well taught, but for some reason, European history, in my case, the Valois Dukes of Burgundy, I don't remember much about them, but yeah, that's what we learned about them. I don't remember an awful lot about them, but I do remember Charles the Bold. And he was Duke of Burgundy in the middle of the 15th century, I think sort of 1467. I know 1467 to 1477 because I looked it up earlier. And as I've said before in these videos, you only have to find something once and you'll never forget it. And about 4 years ago, I found one of these and therefore I knew exactly what it was. I don't know much about the coin itself. It's got a shield on one side and something else on the other, which I can make out perfectly, but I don't know exactly what it is. And I've done a quick search online and I can't really find there either what these symbols mean in the quick look that I've given. I don't know what all this stuff means, but anyway, that's what it is. It's a double petard. Yeah, and this one dates middle of the 15th century. It's in really nice condition. I haven't done anything to it yet, haven't done any cleaning to it yet, and I don't think it really needs it, and it's just a really lovely find. So thanks very much for listening, and let's go back to the fields. Now this might be quite nice. I'm giving it a 3, middle. It sounds small and quite clear. It's very untrashy, this field. There's a lot of cartridges in it and army stuff, but there's not much rubbish. Yeah, that's sounding nice so far. Okay, it's a little Roman coin, hooray! Gosh, it's all happening. It looks to be in slightly better condition than the last one as well, which I couldn't make anything out of. Okay, that's a little House of Constantine bronze, I think. Yeah, it's the classic. It's a single standard, 2 soldiers on each side, Gloria Exercitus, to the glory of the army. And I think that makes it a slightly later one. I think that's Crispus or Constantius or someone like that. I think the ones with 2 standards are earlier, I think. But I'll have to check. But that's lovely. Oh. Let's keep going. Well, that's rather cool. It's a lovely little buckle. It's slightly broken on one side, but it's got its sort of integral or integrated or whatever it's called bit to it as well. Almost perfect. Lovely little thing. Gosh, I've hit a spot here. I think I'm going to have to concentrate a bit. Well, Oh my. Again, that's giving the sound of a crotal bell. Absolutely, and it wasn't very deep. And I think it's another big hammered coin. Well, I know it's not a big hammered coin because I can see it. I think it might be another funny one. No English this time. Definitely. Now, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Henry VII. He's got long mullety hair and he's looking that way. And it's got a nice shield on the back. And it's in quite good condition, a bit worn. But another monster coin. Oh, really, my luck's in today. That's lovely. I don't find many big hammered coins. I really don't. So that's just really special. Let's see if I can just tell. It is. No, I can't read the legends on this. It's all sort of gobbledygook to me. But that's lovely. Hooray! So it wasn't long after, and welcome back, that I found this, which is a Henry VII profile groat. Regular issue, triple band to crown. This dates therefore to about, let me have a quick look, 1485 to 1509. And it's in really nice condition too. I didn't find it that far away from this. Look, they're the same size. I'm sure some of you know exactly what I'm going to say. In the late 15th century, early 16th century, these were interchangeable. The Dukes of Burgundy and the English crown came to a deal by which they could be easily exchanged. And there is something about it here. Because I found a website which says very easily, the silver double petard is one of the most frequently encountered foreign silver coins. The silver double petard, the one I found earlier, which was accepted as an equivalent of the English groat in an Anglo-Burgundian negotiation of 1469. So that could easily be why I found them so close to each other. They were interchangeable currency. Furthermore to that, I looked up on Wikipedia and came across their bit, which was actually just about sterling. But there's an interesting section right in the middle, which I didn't know about. The Great Bullion Famine and the Great Slump of the mid-15th century resulted, amongst other things, in an agreement between England and the Burgundian Netherlands made the English groat 4 pence, that's what a groat is, mutually exchangeable with the Burgundian double petard, minted under Charles the Bold. So, there we go. Hope you don't mind that quick history lesson. And they're just two absolutely lovely coins, and I'm completely thrilled. And I'm sorry also, I knew I was going to do the editing of this video away from home. I completely forgot to bring with me that beautiful brooch I found earlier on. I think it's early medieval. I cleaned it up and there's all sorts of lovely zigzagging going on round the whole thing. And it looks like it was definitely silvered as well. So it's a really lovely thing. So in the next video, I will have researched all that and I'll do a little bit on that just so that to bring us up to speed. And I'm sorry I couldn't do it at the time today. Anyway, thank you very much. Back to the fields. Well, it's all gone a bit quiet and the sun's gone in, but it's still nice and warm and calm and it's lovely to be out. I found another little Roman coin, not in the greatest condition, but you can clearly see an emperor on one side. Loads of lead, buttons and all the rest of it, but not an awful lot more. And and a tiny piece of copper which looked like it was going to be one of the end of a shotgun cartridge, because it's all got circular bits and pieces, but it's also got a little bit of a hook on it. Very bit small and insignificant, but you know, it could be something if anyone recognises that. Looks like it might be the lid of something tiny. And I've got a signal down here. Which is very faint and close to the surface. And I think we might end on this one because my time's up. Oh, it's so nice being back in the sand, not having to back-breakingly dig all that horrible grass. Right, we're out. Sounding very dull and foily. It's probably just a bit of copper. There's a tiny piece of lead. Tiny piece of lead. Well, we had a brilliant early start to the morning. Yeah, I mean, a really fabulous couple of coins and that lovely brooch. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time.